Chicago and the Philippines. A comprehensive review of the week's special community events, featuring many exciting personalities, handled by the most professional Chicago Philippine Reports TV staff.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Chicago Philippine Reports TV, still the #1 Filipino show in the Midwest. I'm Girly Pascual. Welcome to our show. Today we have all the top stories from the Philippines. We also have what's happening in our own Filipino-American community of Chicago. We have interesting interviews led by our very own executive producer, Miss Veronica Layton. We have Bridget Cotero Carino. All these are coming up and more afterward from our sponsors. Please stay with us.
Another witness recants his statement against former Senator Laila de Lima in her remaining drug case. Retired police officer Jerry Valeroso told the Muntinlupa Regional Trial Court he will take back his testimony for the freedom of those whom he says were wrongfully charged in court. He also called the criminal complaints against the former senator as pure hearsay and full of lies. Like other witnesses who earlier recanted, Valeroso linked de Lima to the illegal drug trade at the state penitentiary. The former senator's camp welcomes this development.
Siguro sabi nga ni General Valeroso na konsensya na siya at ayaw niya na gusto niya nang ilahad ang katotohanan kaya yung mga iba pang mga testigo na napilit o na suhulan para tumistigo lang kami sa Senator Laila de Lima, iniimbitahan namin sila na sumama na rin sa mga testigo na lobas at naglakas loob na magsabi ng katotohanan.
Meanwhile, the Justice Department reacts to Muntinlupa Judge Hener Guito's order to transfer several inmates from the Sablayan Prison and Penal Farm in Occidental Mindoro to the state penitentiary. The inmates say they are willing to recant their testimony against de Lima in her remaining drug case. The DOJ asserts it is the Bureau of Corrections that holds jurisdiction over the custody and management of convicted inmates. It adds any judge should refrain from involvement in decisions that could be perceived as political, and the courts cannot dictate specific security arrangements for PDLs. De Lima's lawyer, Filibon Tacardon, says it's still not clear if and when the PDLs will be transferred to the NBP.
Sa pagkakaintindi ko po, hindi pa sila nalilipat talaga. Although meron ng order si Judge Henergito na sila ay ilipat na sa NBP in preparation para sa kanila recantation. Ang huling natanggap po namin is actually naghumingi ng reconsideration ng Bucor dahil sa order ni Judge, sinama niya na yung apat pang ibang PDL. Na sinasabi ngayon ng Bucor, nagpahayag na ayaw naman nila magpalipat. So they would rather stay in Sablayan at the moment.
Imagine, this is your money, and someone wants to take it from you. Who is it? The IRS. Guess what? They want your money, and they can take it. All of it if they want. Remember, they sent you that letter right over here that said, hey, you owe us a bunch of cash, and we're going to take it from you right now. So what do? You fight back by letting our team of experts work it out with the IRS so you can keep your money. And hey, we're good at what we do. When you hire us, you get a team of guys on your side that know the IRS laws, and we'll fight really hard to save your money. So if you owe the IRS a ton of cash and you want to keep it, call right now and learn for free how we can help you put it back in your pocket. 5 minutes of your time right now can save you thousands of dollars. And the best part, it's a free call. So please call right now.
Yan! Dito na! Perfect! Do you need to get your hands on some extra money right now? Maybe $25,000 or more? If you're a homeowner, now is a perfect time to get cash out. While homes in many neighborhoods like yours have gone up in value, you can use the money for anything. It's yours. You can buy an investment property, pay for college, pay off higher interest debt, or make home improvements. A cash out refinance is the perfect solution to get the cash you need. If you need $25,000, $50,000, or even $100,000, now's the time. Home values are up, and so is your equity. We offer you a way to use it. No need to sell your home or use your savings. Call New American Funding now and speak to a cash out refi specialist and see how much cash out you can get.
Call New American Funding at 855-332-3929. That's 855-332-3929. Call 855-332-3929.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call low-cost airlines. Their prices are direct from the airlines, and they're so low you can't find these fares published anywhere. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and great package deals anywhere around the world. Wherever you want to go, they can help you get there cheaply and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call right now for the lowest travel prices anywhere and for great last-minute travel deals too.
Call 901-245-4874. That's 901-245-4874. 901-245-4874. That's 901-245-4874.
Via Times, vital news, vibrant views for the Filipino Asian communities in Chicago. Via Times for your most interesting and exciting reading and your party coverages. Via Times has very interesting columnists. You name it, Via Times has it. Law, Filipino news, dentistry, immigration, humor, serious opinions, health, beauty, mysticism, Bata Corner, showbiz, and intelligently written editorials. Call Via Times at 773-866-0811.
Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat and welcome to the broadcast segment of the show today. I have a very exciting lady, dynamic leader in our community. And you've seen her before here in the show. I interviewed her in late 2022. And her name is Ms. Leah Agaton. Hi, Leah. How are you?
Good evening.
I invited Leah this time again to talk about a new organization which she founded, which is named, it's a very exciting organization too, Chicago Health Alliance Lions Club. Did I say it right?
It's Chicago Healthcare Alliance Lions Club.
Alliance Club. Sorry about that. Okay. All right. Leah will talk about this new organization, and it was so exciting. I attended the charter. Oh, she is the charter president too, and I attended the charter event, and she has a lot of members right away. And Leah, okay, please talk to us and describe to us the organization, Chicago Alliance Healthcare or Care. How is that? Chicago
Healthcare Alliance
Lions Club. All right, Leah.
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to thank you personally. Of course, you're always been very supportive to us, and especially I think for with me. And thank you for attending and celebrating with us during the charter night on the November 19th.
Yes. So Leah is really, I am really very impressed by this young girl. Okay, Leah.
Well, thank you. So this club was chartered in July 19, 2023. Actually, as a rule, when you come up with a new club, it takes about 3 months before it gets chartered. But fortunately, it took us only about, I would say, 19 days, because considering like the start of the Lion Year is always on a July, on the uh, first day of July of every year. So it was a quick and processing, and I also would like to thank, you know, the past international director and O'Reilly, and of course the guiding lions, Lion Richard Castillo, the district governor especially, Governor Thomas Elsie. So they helped us walk through the journey of chartering. And the idea why we came up with this club is that the members who had been a member also before with our previous club had thought about coming up with a new club which is more inclusive and more diversified, because in the previous club we have been successful in the previous club actually. So it's just like, there's a, they think like it's a, the name itself is very limiting, and of course it was only limited for nurses because of the name itself, because the advocacy is more on the diabetes. So as we go along, we have been doing a lot of service projects. We figured out that there's more need in the community. So we thought about combining and, um, putting all these professionals together. So now we have nurses, doctors, physical therapists, pharmacists, occupational therapists, phlebotomists, pharmacy technicians. So we're all like a combination of all the people who are involved in healthcare. So our main goal would be in the future would have a more big medical mission that we could really give to the community, and that would be independently. Because as of now, we are collaborating with a lot of other organizations, like, I mean, big organizations, like just to name a few would be the University of Chicago Medicine, Advent Health, in LaGrange and Glen Oaks, the American Cancer Society, the Goal Together, which is more for the childhood cancer population, and also the Live Every Second. It's another youth-oriented, I would say, youth-oriented organization who does community services as well. And lately, we have been collaborating also. We have been partnering with the Lion Association, which is a group of doctors and nurses as well, and they sing. They have formed a choir. I'm also part or a member of the Lion Association, so we sing and raise funds through performances, and so that we can use these funds to help the underserved and the underprivileged, especially the ones who are living in the Philippines. And we also partnering now with Chicago Lighthouse and Chicago Wolves. Actually, we have a project already with Chicago Wolves where like they're gonna be getting us for their diabetes awareness and health screening, which is gonna be on January 27th. So we still have to determine the place where the game would be, but they reached out to us, and I was really surprised at first, like, when they called me, I thought it was a scam. So I returned the call, and I have verified that it's a legitimate call. So they were they reached out to us so that we can serve the community during their game on January 27. So with all of this, positive things that are happening, it's just, it's sometimes it's overwhelming, overwhelming, and we're all overjoyed about what's going on. And at first, like, we were hesitant, like, are we really gonna be prospering, thinking about a new club and all that. So but fortunately, God is so good, and we are so blessed. And just like, the international third vice president, Mark Lyon, had said, they've never had any club that's newly chartered with this much number of members, because technically, to be chartered, they're only requiring about 20 members for you to be chartered. But we were 76 when we got chartered on and inducted on November 19.
All right, very good. It was really amazing. Okay, when I attended the event, I noticed the diversification that you were talking about. And I've been wondering, Leah, how did you get in touch with all those people of diversified backgrounds?
Honestly, I think even the dignitaries from Lions clubs were asking, so how did you do all of this? Like, I was like, which one? What? So it's like, no, then they were saying like, how did you get all this number of members in such a short period of time? And then I told them like, just be nice, be kind, and have that connection with people. Because that is what my, as a leader, that is my forte, I think, would be really very much involved on a personalized level. Because like I know my members, I know where they work, what they're doing, what their hobbies, what their talents are. And of course, sometimes, they share their problems with me. And I'm glad that, sometimes I'm helpful to be able to really give them some advice sometimes. So I told them like it's just a matter of really getting some connection with people, being nice and being kind, and then kindness will be returned back to you. So it's not only like I'm the only one who's recruiting all these members, because all my members are working hard, promoting the club. And so by word of mouth and of course the visibility, and they know that we are genuine. I would say, the intentions are really genuine, and our members are really the members, and they're not like just because they're members and they paid their membership, that's why they became members. But there are members who are really working hard and passionate about what we're doing, which is servicing the community.
What we can just say is that it's the Leah Agaton charisma effect, right? All right. Okay. So, okay, Leah, it's I noticed that it's really your natural approach and effect to the people that you contact. Okay, and I know that, and I'm not surprised. Anyway, okay, Leah, what is actually the mission of this organization?
Our mission is really to be the leader, I would say, or one of the leaders in the community, to be advocating for service projects like serving the underprivileged and the underserved population. And with the pandemic that had occurred, and of course, at least, I know there's still an effect up to now of what had caused, the causes of all this pandemic crisis that we had. So a lot of people lost their jobs. So when you lose your job, of course, you don't have the healthcare benefits anymore. So we came up with this thought, like, why not help all these people, especially those who are, you know, they don't have that much money, or because buying a Cobra insurance is really, a wealth. It's too much money. So how can these people be helped, or how can these people get some healthcare assistance if they don't have the insurance benefits? So one way, I mean, we're not saying like, we can provide everything for their healthcare, but at least, through health screening, for example, we can do some tests for them, and, at least we can help them prevent some diseases that might alert them, if they have abnormal values with their labs. So at least, we're there a little bit of a help, because they don't have to spend anything for some tests, which we're already providing. Like, we do blood glucose checks, we do kidney screening, diabetes screening, and to name a few. And when we do our medical missions with Advent Health, they have a really, I think, well-rounded medical mission. Like, everybody's there. They do dermatology, they do dentistry, podiatry, name it, they have it. So they also have ortho doctors. So we all kind of help each other. So because you know how like all these healthcare professions are also busy. So with the number of population or with the number of members that I have, I kind of divide the labor among the members. So if one event, this set of 5 people would come and volunteer, and then on the second event will be another 5 set of people. So we don't overwhelm our members, because everybody is passionate anyway. They're willing to help, they're willing to volunteer, provided it's their schedule would permit.
As long as they have a very good leader like you, of course.
Thank you. I think it's a way of how you relate, because if you're somebody who is not very accommodating as well, and you don't understand, you don't have a good relationship with them, they will not be volunteering for you.
No. They would people would like to offer their support and and volunteer to your causes if they really like you, actually. First thing.
Thank you.
And okay, Leah, future projects. Right.
Oh, like I said, the first project that we have is for the year 2024 will be the Chicago Wolves Diabetes Awareness and Health Screening. And then we are planning to, like going back December, okay, so we will be having first our holiday event, which would also have our holiday winter clothes and food pantry drive, which means like all the members or whoever are attending this party would bring some old winter clothes and non-perishable food that we could donate to the church. And then, of course, we are also planning to send some Christmas cards to the elderly in the nursing homes, especially those who have no families. So, because we still go back to the traditional way of giving this physical, Christmas cards, unlike nowadays, everything is electronically sent to people. So we feel like, we still want the traditional way of greeting people. So we will be going to nursing homes and handing some Christmas cards to make them feel that somebody remembers them and somebody's with them at the during this time. And then February we would probably go with the Greater Chicago Depository. So we will be packing meals as well for the what do you call this, the needy homeless people. And then we are also planning for another medical mission, which is a significant activity that we have for the Glendale Heights population and LaGrange population. So we have those scheduled already sometime in September and October. And in March, we would have probably a CPR class, which we are already planning, because we either have it for professionals and the lay people. The way we can help some households who can do resuscitation for their loved ones if it's needed. So far those are the ones that we have on lined up, but it sometimes it's not followed, because as we go along we have offers and people reaching out to help them. And the Philippine Medical Association of Chicago also reached out to us, and we might be helping them out also with the health screening and the annual physical for the children for school. So we will do that.
Terrific, Leah. Okay, one last question, and it has to be a quick one. As a working, how are you able to do all these things? Being, I know that you are a full-time working nurse and a full-time mother, and full-time in everything. So. Okay, how are you able to do it?
Well, I think it's just a matter of time management, first of all, and no, it's not the first thing, but it's the love for doing it. So it's not that this is the only organization that I have, because I'm also board of director and community outreach program chairperson and a co-chairperson for social media communications for the Philippine Nurses Association of Illinois. And I'm also part of the community outreach for the American Nurses Association of Illinois. And I also participate in our church. And of course, the Silayan Association, I'm also a member of that. So we do, I'm part of their choir. And what else? I don't know. I don't know if I have forgotten something else. But I'm all over the place.
All right. Well, Leah, what I can say is that you're such an amazing woman. All right. And I salute you.
Yeah, and with the blessing of the Lord, I'm just probably blessed that, despite of all this COVID, I've never had COVID. So I'm so blessed. I think the Lord has planned this. Like, I can't be sick to, to stop me from helping out.
And sometimes we think we are Wonder Women until we fall down and get sick.
Yeah, oh my God, hopefully not. Yeah, but it's just like, I sometimes I'm also surprised, like, how am I really doing this? And then at times, like, I get tired too. Of course, I'm only human, but
well,
every time I say, like, I want to quit, I want to reduce my activities from other clubs, but when I see the need and I know that I can be of help, and then I go back again. Okay, here I am again. I have to help. I have to serve.
All right, very good. I really quite understand what you're talking about. I really still think you're so amazing. One of the women that I think is just so amazing, so wonderful in serving the community. And I really thank you for gracing our show today. And please keep us updated. And also, congratulations for all your undertakings.
Thank you. And it's a privilege. And thank you so much. It's an honor to be part of this show.
All right. And this is not the last time. And I know that this Leah will keep on going. Serving our community. Bye, Leah. Thank you for gracing our show today.
Sure. Thank you so much and have a good night.
And enjoy the holidays. Bye.
Bye-bye.
This is a prayer and a reminder. All we have is now. Anak, umuwi ka na.
Worldwide this morning, growing concern over a growing health crisis.
The World Health Organization has just declared that this is a pandemic.
Hi. I can't hug you. Don't touch me.
Over the last several days, we have seen peaceful demonstrations.
Protests over police brutality continued here in Austin.
Remember when you started going to college? You came home a liberal?
Dad, please.
That's what we do to you guys in school.
All these people that we never met and never will meet because of what had happened to them. It's just too much.
The way that our family communicates is not necessarily, it's not great.
What advice would you give for those of us that are struggling?
Deal with it.
Yeah.
I think the norm for our community has been to just stay silent and keep to your own business.
I could definitely be doing more than I'm doing right now, and I know that others can as well.
What if someone is called from God to be an activist?
I can answer that question.
Shouting revolution, oh wow, breaking each tradition.
You don't believe in the Black Lives Matter movement?
An advocacy group reporting at least 3,800 anti-Asian hate incidents since last March.
I'm kind of
conflicted. I'm like, maybe I should move home and be here with them.
I hope that this moment makes you take a step forward and a step together in the right direction.
In order for a subject to not be taboo in our community, there always has to be like someone to start that conversation.
You speak up for me when I can't speak up for myself. And I've seen you do that for other people.
I see a lot of people who just kind of cut off friends and family, and I don't think I can do that. I love my parents.
This is a symbol of our voices. If you look at your neighbors around you, you will see who stands with you, who stands for you.
At least I know that you can stand up. That's the thing I'm so happy about.
Do you need to get your hands on some extra money right now? Maybe $25,000 or more? If you're a homeowner, now is the perfect time to get cash out. While homes in many neighborhoods like yours have gone up in value, you can use the money for anything. It's yours. You can buy an investment property, pay for college, pay off higher interest debt, or make home improvements. A cash out refinance is the perfect solution to get the cash you need. If you need $25,000, $50,000, or even $100,000, now's the time. Home values are up, and so is your equity. We offer you a way to use it. No need to sell your home or use your savings. Call New American Funding now and speak to a cash out refi specialist and see how much cash out you can get.
Call New American Funding at 855-332-3929. That's 855-332-3929. Call 855-332-3929.
How would you like to get high-speed internet for your home for less than $2 a day? That's right, for about $50 a month, you'll get lightning fast internet. Are you paying less than $50 a month right now for your internet? Then call Whole Home Connect right now for blazing fast internet at $50 a month with no price increases, no hidden fees, no contracts, no equipment fees. It's a great deal. And guess what? You can try it for 15 days. If you don't like it, you get your money back, but you're gonna love it, and you're gonna love the price. Internet for your home for $50 a month. That's less than $2 a day. Plus, no contracts, no equipment fees, and our 15-day guarantee. Call now.
Call 800-555-1212. That's 800-555-1212. Again, 800-555-1212. Don't wait. Call us right now.
Do you need to get your hands on some extra money right now? Maybe $25,000 or more? If you're a homeowner, now is the perfect time to get cash out. While homes in many neighborhoods like yours have gone up in value, you can use the money for anything. It's yours. You can buy an investment property, pay for college, pay off higher interest debt, or make home improvements. A cash out refinance is the perfect solution to get the cash you need. If you need $25,000, $50,000, or even $100,000, now's the time. Home values are up, and so is your equity. We offer you a way to use it. No need to sell your home or use your savings. Call New American Funding now and speak to a cash out refi specialist and see how much cash out you can get.
Call New American Funding at 855-332-3929. That's 855-332-3929. Call 855-332-3929.
Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat and welcome to Veronica's segment of the show. Today, I have a very familiar face, a beautiful face, and she was one of our, my goodness, staff members here in the show, but she disappeared, and now she reappeared, and her name is Miss Melody Dizon. Miss Melody Dizon used to be one of our, newscasters, or and the Viatimes columnist, and now she is a very successful entrepreneur. Yes, believe it or not, and she will be talking to us about her new business. And Melody is the founder and president of Vital Signs Wellness, or VSW Wellness. It's something new and really highly technical wellness for many people out there. And we will know more about it from Melody herself. Hi, Melody. How are you? Welcome to our show.
Hi, Tita V. Thank you so much. Nako, I only second to Tita V, guys. You know that she is the Venus. She's everything else's. I follow her footsteps. I only second her. So I do appreciate her in my life. I really do.
Yeah, she disappeared from us, from our views, but now she is reappearing, hopefully more regularly. But at this time, we're just interviewing Melody about this Vital Signs Wellness. What is Vital Signs Wellness, Melody?
Yeah, thank you for asking me that, Tita V. Actually, Vital Signs Wellness, when I was conceptualizing the idea of the business, it really is, the vital signs is it's what makes the heart beat, right? It what makes somebody alive. It is what makes somebody give life to people. So you have your blood pressure, your pulse, your respiration. All of those is necessary for a person to do what she does, or to open a business. And that's what I figured it will be a good name, because you can't forget that. You always say, vital sign. It's vital. It's a vital sign for you, for the business, for everybody else as well, joining us. So yeah, that's how it came to be, Vital Signs Wellness.
Wow, very interesting. So specifically, what does it do to your clients?
That's right. So when I started it 5 years ago, originally it we all based it on chronic care management. So it is case management at its best. And what I'm doing is I'm contracted by facilities and by physicians to help them increase their outcome measures. So everybody, or physicians or providers, are currently paid. Some of them are paid by what they call a pay for performance, P4P. And if we are to prove to Medicare that the patients are not going to the hospital, patients are healthy at home, they're being monitored, Medicare incentivizes the physician. So when there's incentivization, people are more apt to doing things that will make them more healthy. So originally it started with that, case management. Then I added another service to the business, which is the remote patient care monitoring. So it is the devices are smart. It's smart technology. So when patients are given these devices, their blood pressure, their blood sugar, anything of their vital signs directly go to their doctor's charts. So the good thing about that is it's an easier identification if there's any change in their condition. We can, in real time, we can address giving them blood pressure medication or any other medication that would avoid a trip to the emergency room. And then I want to say the last year came the wound care management. And what that is we use the amniotic graft, the membrane, the stem cell membrane, to heal wounds that don't heal and that are chronic. And Medicare is loving that because we are avoiding hospitalization. We're saving legs, we're saving limbs. We're not cutting off any of the limbs because of the new technology we have. So yes, that is where we are now. Based on the new technology that we have, I anchored my business towards that because that's where everything else is going. So yep, that's what it is.
I'm wondering, I'm curious, Melody. How did you get started with this company?
Um, yeah, in anything that I do, I always pray, right? I pray to guide me to the people that will help me, or direct me to the people that will get into things that are maybe what we are called for. So I am a nurse by profession, as you know. I have met different kinds of people, and one time I got this call. They said there's a new product that's out. Why don't you come out and listen to it? So when I listened to it, it was really truly the first of its kind. I've never heard anybody doing any of it. So then some of my common friends are actually just one friend, one guy who said, "Oh, you gotta watch this thing because it's so amazing." And so when I listened to it, I told him, "Oh, I already know what that is. That's what I'm doing." So it's just coming out of the market since last year, the treatment that is being done at home. So I was brought to those people. The people that I already know, they reached out to me.
What is amazing to me with what you do with this company is that it seems that you are going global. You're not only local, but um, in your territory, it's just, it is expanding so fast and going global. I I really cannot comprehend that. Wow, really. Melody, tell us.
Yeah, I have always been an advocate for Filipino workers because, being exposed to so many cultures and way of doing things, I always see the hard work and the value of the Filipinos working. They really put their heart into it. They put their service into it, and they don't even count. They don't count. They just do it because it's the right thing to do. So, given that, with me, I always say I can train the skills. If you don't have the skill, I can train you for it. But what I cannot train is your heart. So you have to have a heart that is, trustworthy. Your heart should be in the right place for me. And if I have that, then I can teach you the skills. So Philippines, I have maybe about 30 staff there, Tita V, and they do the back office for me. So like almost a BPO or a business process outsourcing. So I am outsourcing the stuff that I can outsource remotely, in the same way that I can also provide work for our Filipino servicemen. So I'm just glad that I'm given that opportunity to be able to do that.
Wow, the way it sounds to me, Melody, you're really using your heart, not only your mind, but your heart. How very interesting, touch with the company. And, and with your upcoming event, the company's event, you're taking some of your employees to uh, Boracay, Philippines, and yeah, from what I heard, because you invited me to your Thanksgiving dinner. Oh, from what I heard, this is the second year that you guys will be going to Boracay, Philippines. Oh my God! Well, how are you doing this? And you're flying your employees
Yeah.
to go to the Philippines.
So some of the staff here went with us, came home with us. There's about maybe about, I want to say about 8 staff are going home from here, and I have 30 in the Philippines. I'm flying everybody to Boracay, so we're gonna be there for a 5-day event. So there's about 50 of us, and I have not met really some of the staff in the Philippines, and I want to get the sense of for them to know that first of all, I am human being. You just don't see me in Zoom all the time or on phone calls, but I am alive. You can feel me. I'm live, and as well as them, that I get to know them personally as well. And there will be a good connection between the people that are working here and people that are working back home. It's important to have that integration And to do that, I think I had to have everybody meet up and get to know each other.
Very, very interesting. You really have, you're really using your personal approach in treating your employees. On the other hand, that is a lot of work in preparing the papers for the immigration process. And well, it seems that everybody was happy that I talked to, and keep it up, keep it up. How and the Filipino employees would really be so enthusiastic about what you're doing, and for doing that, I think you're getting really a lot of loyalties and a lot of love from them.
That's right. I have to agree with you. That's right, Tita Z. I'm blessed.
Really good treat. And I like the name of your company, Vital Signs. Do you know that Times motto is vital news, vibrant news? So it really is vital and vibrant.
And that's who you are, Miss Venus, Miss Victoria, Miss Veronica, not Victoria, Veronica. I love the name. You're victorious as well.
I'm so really very happy with your success and
thank you.
Accomplishments. And I just wish that you just have to keep it up, keep on fighting. And you're really going places, and you're making a lot of people happy. Congratulations! Just keep us updated on what what and where you're going from here. I know it's not down, but up.
That's sometimes when you hit all the way down bottom, the only way to go place is up. So they always say, and I've read it, I think in the Bible, you find treasures in dark places. So when you're always like, maybe you're already down there and you're sad or you're depressed or whatever, with the pandemic, there is really, you can find something there. You can. I mean, like all the other businesses that survived or even evolved because of COVID. If there's anything that I can be thankful of COVID, and we were just talking about it, Tita V, you said about how Zoom has totally changed your way of doing things. It was because when COVID arrived, nothing had to stop us. Business has to go on. You know what I mean? Life has to go on. And so when COVID happened, we have to make do of what we have. And technology is a very big part of it. And that's how my vision, and that's how the company, started out as. Because of the pandemic, we're able to call out people. They are more appreciative of what we do. But yes, I am really looking forward as well. What's going to happen in the next year or so, but know that I will be always supporting our Filipino culture, because I think that is what we do the best. We have the best heart. Yeah.
Wow, Melody. Well, you have made life out of a grim situation. You have made a lot of people happy. You have found yourself, a real good company to help other people. That is really amazing. Amazing. Congratulations. And I'm happy for you.
Thank you, Tita V. I appreciate that. Coming from you, I really appreciate that. Thanks.
Thank you. And thank you for gracing our show today. Nice trip to Boracay, and Merry Christmas to you too. We'll see you this coming Christmas, hopefully.
Merry Christmas, Tita V. I love you. You take care, guys.
We love you. Bye. At maraming salamat po sa inyong panonood. Ako po si Veronica. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.
We would like to welcome all of you to Baladna Jewelry. We have a very big selection of 21 karat gold jewelry imported from the Middle East, from Dubai, Saudi,
and Bahrain, and we have a very big selection of diamond. We offer free financing for 6 months, and we have a layaway system which you can leave your stuff for 3 months. We repair gold and we buy old gold. Welcome to Baladna Jewelry.
Salamat po.
Good afternoon, this is Bridget Carino Quetter bringing you this week's local news from our community. A new Commonwealth Foundation report reveals the 4 largest government unions spent $27.9 million on Illinois politics from 2021 to 2022. That's more money than any other state. The report looked at the top 10 politicians who received the most public union PAC money. I hate to tell you this, but 4 of those top 10 do come from Illinois. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson, Illinois House Speaker Chris Welch, Illinois Senate President John Harmon, and Illinois Supreme Court Justice Mary Kay O'Brien, Osborne said. Both Harmon and O'Brien received nearly $1 million from union PACs. Government unions accounted for more than 80% of Johnson's campaign funds. The Illinois Department of Professional Regulation has announced HB 2394 has been signed into law, which will allow the department to use a competitive, expedited process to identify and implement a new professional licensing system. This process is the result of legislation sponsored by Senator Susie Glowiak Hilton and Representative Bob Morgan, passed by the General Assembly in November to equip IDFPR with a means to provide Illinois with a new online licensing system as soon as possible. This new law will move us one step closer to streamlining the state's licensure process to help connect residents with good jobs and alleviate workforce shortages across our communities, said Senator Susie Glowiak Hilton. By providing IDFPR with this support, we will help promote an effective and streamlined licensure process for all Illinoisans. As the time for making New Year's resolutions grows closer, the American Red Cross asks you to resolve to make a difference and support your community by becoming a volunteer in 2024. We're seeing both the frequency and intensity of disasters increase across the country, and the Red Cross is responding to nearly twice as many large disasters as we did a decade ago to help people. This uptick in responses means we need more volunteers. The need to help has never been greater, said Mark Thomas, interim CEO of the Illinois Red Cross. Visit redcross.org/volunteer today to sign up for opportunities with the Red Cross. You can help people here in your community, or you can sign up to support disaster victims in other parts of the country. The Illinois Department of Public Health is now accepting applications for a $312,000 suicide prevention grant. The federally funded grant will fund a single organization to improve the ability of staffers in education, child welfare, and juvenile justice to identify, assess, and help young people who may be at risk of suicide. Many young people across Illinois are facing unprecedented challenges affecting their mental health and wellness, said IDPH Director Dr. Samir Vora. Our current mental health crisis makes it critical for professionals to receive necessary training to spot warning signs and reduce the risk of suicide. We urge eligible organizations across Illinois to submit applications to provide this important suicide prevention training. An organization will be awarded the grant to develop and implement several training programs, including assessing and measuring suicide risk for clinical staff in child welfare and juvenile justice systems, mental health first aid for staffers at institutions of higher learning, and gatekeeper training to help security staff at juvenile justice facilities determine when to seek mental health interventions for young people in their care. Governor J.B. Pritzker has already signed a law to allow certain non-citizens to become police officers in Illinois. Now the state's 2 U.S. senators want the same for the U.S. military. Many Republicans are opposed to the idea. House Bill 3751, allowing certain non-citizens with work permits or who are deferred action of childhood arrival recipients to be police officers, passed the Illinois General Assembly with bipartisan support during the spring session. The measure had the backing of the Fraternal Order of Police. Now, U.S. Senator Dick Durbin wants the same for the U.S. military through a measure brought forward by Illinois U.S. Senator Tammy Duckworth. U.S. Senate Resolution 2401, known as the Enlist Act, was introduced on July 19th. It remains in the U.S. Senate Committee of the Judiciary. That's all for today. Thank you for watching our news this week. This is Bridget. See you next time.
It's more fun in the Philippines.
So